Hello, learner. You are welcome to this English language lesson on listening and speaking. This lesson will be focusing on greetings. You are going to learn how to greet people on different times of the day. In this lesson, you are going to need your pencil or your pen and a book where you will note important points. Before we go into the lesson proper, I would like you to do this revision exercise. Kindly answer these questions briefly. What do you tell a person when you need help? Quickly, just one thing you can tell a person when you need help. The correct answer, when you need help, you can say, please, I need your help. Can you please do me a favor? Okay. Number 2, what do you say when someone helps you out? Quickly, one thing you will say to a person who helps you out. Good job. Compare your answers with these. When someone helps you out, you can say, thank you. I am grateful. God bless you. Okay? And many other polite words that you can use to show gratitude to a person who helps you out. The third one, what do you say when somebody visits you? When someone visits you, what do you say? Imagine that your classmate or your friend or your cousin comes to visit you at home. What are you going to say when the person comes? Good. Let's compare our answers. When someone visits you, you can say, you are welcome. I am happy to see you. Thank you for coming. When you welcome the person politely, the person feels good and is happy to stay with you. Now, in the lesson of today, this is what you are expected to do. By the end of this lesson, you will say how to greet people at different times of the day. You will greet people correctly considering different periods of the day. Quickly and smartly, I'd like you to reflect on the following. What is the first thing you do when you see someone in the morning? Imagine you wake up from bed in the morning. What is the first thing you do when you see other family members? Good. Let's see if you are thinking in the same direction with me. Good. The first thing you do when you see someone in the morning is to greet the person by saying, good morning. Good morning is a form of greeting we use in the morning. Question number 2. How do you greet a person you see on your way home from school? Assuming that you have closed from school in the afternoon and you are going back home, you meet someone on your way. What do you say to that person? Good job. Obviously, you will greet that person by saying, good afternoon. Good afternoon. You can equally say, good day. Okay. And the last question, how do you greet somebody in the evening? In the evening, that is when places are getting dark. Good. In the evening, you will greet somebody by saying, good evening. Good evening. Look at these pictures, my dear friends. When you see somebody in the morning, you will say, good morning. But if you're separating with somebody in the morning, you can say, have a lovely day. The morning period is from 12 midnight up to 12 noon. At this period of the day, you greet by saying, good morning. And if you are separating with that person, you can say, have a good day, have a lovely day, have a nice day. Secondly, we can also greet people by saying, good afternoon. Good afternoon is a greeting used in the afternoon, that is from 12 noon right up to 5 p.m. Right up to 5 p.m., we greet by saying, good afternoon. And finally, we also greet people in the evening and at night. We can say, good evening. And if we are leaving the people in the evening, we can say, good night. Now, evening is the period from 5 p.m. right up to 12 midnight. At this time, we greet by saying, good evening, or by saying, good night. That is very good. I know that you are a smart learner and you have been following up. Now, it is time for us to do an exercise. Smartly, you are going to answer these questions briefly. So, how will you greet a person you meet at 9 a.m.? How will you greet a person you meet at 9 a.m.? Wow, that is good. I can see your answer is good morning. At 9 a.m., we greet by saying good morning. Secondly, question number 2. What form of greetings will you use at 12:30 p.m.? At 12:30 p.m., that is after midday. The correct answer, we will say good afternoon. Good afternoon is the best form of greeting to use when you meet somebody after 12 noon. Here is the third question. What form of greetings will you use at 6:40 p.m.? That is 6 in the evening. Obviously, you will say good evening. Good evening. And if you are leaving that person, you can equally say good night. That is very good. I know that you are a smart learner and you can now greet people at the appropriate time of the day. So, before we part ways, remember that in this lesson, we have learned how to greet people at different periods of the day. You greet 3 times a day. That is in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening or night. And you greet in the morning by saying good morning. In the afternoon, we say good afternoon. And in the evening, we say good evening, and we can equally say good night. Thank you very much for being attentive throughout this lesson. I hope that you liked the lesson and hoping to meet you in our next lesson, which will be on types of nouns. Remember to come along with your pen and also your exercise book. Until then, goodbye.